guys, it's Jessie. Welcome to my channel. So I know I talk about this a lot, but if you didn't know, I am completely obsessed with Amazon. When I got my Prime membership, I feel like that was a life-changing moment in the course of my life. So today I thought I would share my Amazon essentials. I use all these products regularly, if not every single day. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first item I have is kind of weird, but if you have dogs, you will totally understand. I don't have a yard where I can just let my dogs out. I have to walk them on their leash every single day, 3 or 4 times a day. So if you're like me and you have to walk your dogs, you know that the proper poop bag is essential. There's nothing worse, in my opinion, than having like a thin, cheap poop bag. It just makes the entire experience of walking your dogs and picking up after them miserable. So I discovered this first item a couple months ago. I was so sick of the bags that I had been using. I used to find them at TJ Maxx or Marshall's because they were cheaper. It's ridiculous how expensive poop bags are. Even the cheap ones are just ridiculously expensive, and I just had enough. I was like, why am I doing this to myself? And so I looked on Amazon and I found these, and I think they are so amazing. I will never get any other poop bags ever again. These are the Hand Armour extra thick pickup bags. And the best part of these, besides the fact that they are, like it says on here, extra thick, is that it have little handles that you can just tie. Normal poop bags you have to knot yourself, and it just makes it messier and just more annoying. This is so easy. You just tie it and it's done. It may sound a little weird, but if you're a dog person, I feel like you know what I'm talking about here. So this comes with 100 bags, and it is $9, which I think is a really good deal. This box lasts me quite a while. I just bought a new box. So if you have dogs and you hate poop bags as much as I do, I really recommend trying these out. So the next item is really silly, but also something I use every single day. I've had the same alarm clock next to my bed, I think since I was like 10 or 11 years old. It was a Michael Graves from Target, like back in the day alarm clock. It was like the white like pod one, if you know what I'm talking about. But finally, a couple months ago, I decided, you know what, there are better alarm clocks on the market now than there were 20 years ago. So let's upgrade this. My dad actually had this first. I think he may have gotten it at Costco, but I saw it at my parents' house and I was like, okay, that's the one I want. This is the Crosse technology dual USB charging alarm with a nap timer. It's really nice. It has the digital display. It has the light control, so I don't know if you can really see it, but it has the time, it puts the day and the date, it puts the temperature and the humidity level, and then it has 2 USB chargers. This is why I got this alarm clock, to be honest, because when I charge my phone at night, I can just plug it straight into the alarm clock. I don't need like an extra power cord that's on the floor and I'm trying to find. It's really easy. So I just love this. I don't really use it as an alarm clock because I tend to just use my alarm on my phone. I love how just like small and compact it is when it's sitting on my nightstand. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it was only $20.58 on Amazon, which I feel like is a really good deal for a nice alarm clock / charging station. The next item on my list is something I try to use every day, and it also stays on my nightstand, and that is my essential oil diffuser. This is the second essential oil diffuser that I have gotten. The first one, I got a really cheap one, and I just didn't really like love it. I felt like it got kind of grimy after a while. This one, however, I just like, first of all, I just love the like color of it. I love that like kind of wood grain in it. And yeah, I just really like it. So it mists, and then it also has colors that it shoots off. I really like having this going while I'm trying to fall asleep. I have sleep issues, I have trouble falling asleep, so this definitely helps, and the little noise is kind of soothing as well. And the price for this is $25.99, which I feel like is a pretty good deal. I've also bought essential oils straight off of Amazon before. I'll link those down below as well. But if you are in the market for an oil diffuser, or if you want to try out essential oils, I definitely recommend this diffuser. So last summer I was traveling a ton, and I noticed that when I was traveling, my phone battery would drain a lot faster. And so that was super annoying. And I was in an Uber in DC with my sister, and I was bitching about how my phone battery just kept draining. She was like, why don't you get a portable battery charger? And I was like, duh, that'd be a really good idea. So I picked up this Anker PowerCore Mini off of Amazon. This is $19.99 and it's got a little USB. What I love about this is it's so small, I just throw it in my purse and I kind of forget about it, but if I need it, it is there. It does charge my phone pretty fast. This kind of product is all over Amazon, and I don't think that any one is probably any better than the other, but I do really like this one, really just because of the size. Next, I have a product that I didn't realize was missing in my life until I got it, and I was like, how did I ever leave without this? And this is the Magnasonic Professional Ultrasonic Jewelry Cleaner. A couple people I follow, I think on Instagram, talked about this, and I decided to try it out. This is $40, although I think they sometimes mark it down on Amazon as well, or maybe that's the markdown price. I can't remember. So all you have to do is throw your jewelry in here, any jewelry, fill it up with a little bit of water, and you can put a little bit of soap. You can put a couple drops of dish soap in also, and it has different times, and it just like sits there and buzzes and cleans your jewelry, and it's awesome. Next is an item that I use in every single one of my YouTube videos, and that is the Gotofine LED lighted vanity mirror. It looks like this. While I'm filming my makeup videos, this sits kind of like right in front of me and to the left, so if you ever see me like looking down, this is usually what I'm looking at while I'm doing my makeup. When I first started my channel, I had a smaller mirror and it was like this big, and it was just super annoying to try and actually see. So I love how big this mirror is. I can see my full face. It also lights up, which is nice if you need it. And that mirror is $29.99, which I think is a pretty reasonable price for like a really nice, bigger sized mirror. You can find vanity mirrors all over the place. They have them in every shape and size, but I just really like this one. It is battery operated, so it's very low profile, and I can kind of move it around where I need it to be, move my makeup around, and just sort of throw it in there. So that is definitely one of my essentials as well. Next, I have another really silly item, but if you are a vegetarian like me, this will be your best friend. I am actually a pescatarian. I do eat seafood, but I don't eat any other meat. And I eat a ton of tofu, much to Ben's dismay. Ben is not really a huge fan of the tofu, but that's okay. But I never used to mess with pressing my tofu. I always thought it was kind of like a long, messy process, because I had only seen people press it with like plates and books, and it just was like a whole thing. And usually when I'm cooking dinner, I like forget to do prep work ahead of time. I just am going ahead and cooking, and I'm trying to just get it done. But then I came across this on Amazon. It is $27.95, but it is so worth it. It is so sturdy, and basically you just stick the tofu in here. I like to stick it on top of a plate, and then you kind of screw it down and let it press, obviously, and the water will come out of the tofu, and it really does make the tofu taste so much better, and it also helps it absorb more of the flavors with whatever you put it into. Some of my favorite dishes to use with tofu, I make a pad thai, I make stir fry, I even make tofu parmesan, which sounds really weird, but I think it's really good. So I have found lots of things to make with tofu, and this has really changed my tofu game. Okay, and my last Amazon essential here is a makeup organization tool. I have a bookcase over here that I keep most of the makeup that I use like on a daily basis, or new products or stuff like that is all kind of housed over here. And I was looking for ways to store a lot of my compacts, and I found these on Amazon. These are by the brand Alegory, which I have a ton of the Alegory acrylic organizers because they make so many useful ones. But this is definitely one of my favorite, and this is $12.89 for this, and it holds all my compacts. I actually have 3 of these. I have one for powders, one for blushes, and one for highlighters. That way I can see all of them and just grab them really quickly. I think these acrylic organizers are so well made. Like I said, I have a ton of them. I have lipstick and liquid lipstick ones. I have pencil ones. I also have one for my palettes that's really great. I just feel like these acrylic organizers are just wonderful for storing a lot of makeup, and they're also really cost effective. I feel like these are pretty cheap. I know that there's all different brands online, but I really like the Alegory ones, and so I recommend those if you're looking for ways to store your makeup. Check those out on Amazon. Okay, so that's the end of my Amazon essentials. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learning more about the things that I'm obsessed with and that I buy on Amazon. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. All the items that I talked about will be listed with the links down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.